Hi friends, hope you guys have been well. I want to thank you guys for always coming back, and if this is your first time, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch me. A little bit of everything to cover today. I have two finishes, three finishes, two of which are completely FFO'd because, that's how I am. And some happy mail and a couple thrifting items, of which I think I am going. So, go back. I have loved, basically last week, I almost did like a live Instagram video every single day. And I loved it, taking you guys with me. Because that's what I do. Retreats, you come with me. I'm going to the bar, you're coming with me. So I love that technology allows me to do that. So with my love of thrifting, I have decided that I am going to do separate thrifting videos. So if it's clothes oriented, it's going to be a totally separate video. But if I find things that can be adapted into the stitching world, or I find things that are stitching related, then I will show these on this channel. I'm also thinking of making a separate channel just for my thrifting. So maybe I'll do a thrifting video, kind of introduction on Thursday on Thanksgiving. I'll be here kicking it with Erwin and Wally alone. And so that might be the perfect time to kind of figure out what I want to focus on. I have a pile of clothes here that I will probably just save for my first video and then kind of go from there. But I'm excited about that, and I'll make sure to update you guys on all of that information in future videos as well. So I decided to get a little dressed up for you guys today because that's how I do it. I like to be fancy for you guys. So, Sequin Jacket, because when you go to Costco just for dog food, you need to get fancy. So yeah, I love this. It has, you may have seen this, I wore this with my Michael Jackson shirt. Some good old MJ in the thrift store. Yes. And then a pair of skinny jeans. I wore that out on Friday night when I went out. But you guys, it has bows on it. How freaking cute. I love this. Love it, love it. And look, it's simple. Jeans, a gray sweatshirt, and a jacket. Stop. So, don't come in. Kids are home for the week. For Thanksgiving, of course. Whoever thought of that idea, horrible decision. Erwin, is that you? Might be Erwin. Let's see if Erwin's going to make an appearance. All right. We might have some crying. Looks like Ayrton got into trouble. All right, so I'm going to show you my first FFO that I got done. Last week I had finished turkey and pumpkin pie, and I wanted to finish it on a chopping board. So I couldn't find anything perfect, exactly what I wanted. I wanted kind of a thicker one. beat up, couldn't find that. So this is actually, this is the back of it, a like cheese board. It was like a gift set and it hadn't even been used. It was like $2 at Goodwill. It was wrapped up with one of those spreading knives, and this was the board. So I went after it a little bit before I framed it on with a hammer and a handsaw and put some divots into it and kind of roughed up the edges. I was going to stain it, but decided not to. What I wanted to do with the stitched piece was to back it and put it on foam core. That was a freaking disaster. I was spending way too much time and decided I'm over it. So all I did, I pulled out my iron and all I did was just ironed it into the size that I wanted. That was it. And so you can actually see all the extra fabric is just folded over and gives it a little bit of a padding. And these are kind of like tacks in a way, and I just put those into the corner. So no hubby needed. And I have to give it a shout out to my partner in crime, Miss Arlene. We were messaging back and forth and she was giving me ideas, and I love the tack idea. Joe was a little hesitant about our first idea, which was nails, because if the wood isn't the best, it could split, and I definitely didn't want that to happen. So these tacks went in perfectly, and I definitely didn't want them, to stick out the back. So this is on my island, propped up, and I love it. I love it. So there is number one. Drink. All right, another finish. Elizabeth's Needlework Designs Antique Celtic Sampler. 123 has this, I know. I love this. Colors are great on this. If you go with the called for colors or mix it your own. And I did it my own way. So, when I was in Vegas with Michelle, Stitcher's Paradise, I got some Island Blue Gentle Arts. People at the Minnesota retreat were going crazy for this color. I think I hooked some of them onto it. I wanted variegation, but not like in your face. And this was exactly the color that I wanted. I bought 5 skeins. This is the start of the 4th one. And you can see I have plenty left over. So you're good with 4. And here you go. I had 2 options for frames right away. The other one was similar to this frame, but was a little more elaborate and would have been a lot closer to my stitching. And I kind of wanted the fabric to show more, and I just thought that the frame was just too much for the piece. There's so many people that I see finish their projects and the frames are just too much. It takes away. Just go simple. So I love how it turned out. And yes, if you look, the dragon does have stripes on it. I think when I got to about his neck, I was going from left to right. And then when I got to his body and was working across, I realized I should go up and down in case there is any sort of striping that does show up. People say you're supposed to do one X at a time. I don't. I don't think it's necessary. To each their own. I don't really care. I don't, though. I find that one X at a time slows me down. And look, I didn't do it, and the dragon's got stripes on him. And I love it. I love the barfine fish down at the bottom. They must have eaten something bad, so they're upchucking. The design on the front has the date of 2013, and she does not include numbers, so I kind of had to chart my own 7 to kind of go along. So this is my first and only piece that has a date on it, but I love it though. I love all the little details and the intricate work of it. I think the island blue color pops beautifully on this fabric, which I forget what I stitched this on. I'm not sure. Oh, this was just a random piece that was in my stash that was big enough, but I love it. But yeah, I love the dragon and how he turned out with the variegation without even trying. And I didn't notice it until I was completely done with him, and I kind of walked away from him overnight. And then when I came back, I was like, oh, he's got some variegation. So here there be monsters. I have this one that I need to now have hung. And what is that? The ink circles Get Crackin' I need hung as well on my growing wall. But yeah, love this. This also has a very important meaning as well. I started it a couple days before the Austin retreat, worked on it in Austin, and then tried to stitch a large portion of it for Minnesota to get it done. That was not the case. So basically when I was in Minnesota, I still had the lower half to still do, and I couldn't have gotten that done. So I love that this piece has been to my first 2 retreats. So I love that about this piece. What else? My third finish, but not fully finished. If you remember, I was going to stitch up that big sampler piece for Joe with Thailand on it. Again, you need to stitch what you love. Or at least get some sort of, enjoyment out of it. I just was not feeling it. I don't know why. It could be that working on Ada, the motifs, I have no idea. So I decided to scratch that project, and I just stitched Thailand. And this is on the piece as well with the font and the called for color. So I'm going to use this, and then all those things that he brought back from Thailand, I'm going to put in a shadow box for him for Christmas. And so I will incorporate this into the shadow box for him. So that needs to be all put together before Christmas, but I got plenty of time on that. So what have I been then working on this week? Virtue has been calling me from LDS. Beasties has been calling me just because it's a one color thing, but I think I'm kind of burnt out with that with the monster piece. And then I have, what is that? Dragons of Sumatra, again, one color piece. Wow, do I only have 4? I only have 4 whips. Big ass whips. You know how I like my baps. So dragons, Virtue, Beasties, and then Halloween at Hawk Run, which I'm done with the first block, and I'm gonna move down. So this was my smallest one, and thought, okay, I can eke this out before the end of the year. Really, it's almost the end of the year, people. Bust out those small ones to try not to carry them over till next year. I started this, I want to say, is this the day before, I think like July 29th, which was, is it the day Joe and I met? I can't remember. I started this around the time Joe and I met, the anniversary mark. So this is the anniversary. Lila's Studio. She has an Etsy store. I'll link it. I know you can get this on 123, but I like buying directly from the designers, so then hopefully they get kind of more cut of the money. I love this. It's usually not my style, but there's something, I don't know, there's something about it. I love history, so I think it's the history part of it, looking at, you know, how the guy and the girl are dressed. The colors are amazing, and a ton of detail in something super, super small. So the only thing I'm debating right now is this fill-in green color all the way across. May or may not do that. I'll see. The last time you guys saw this, I was like there, minus this bottom part. And I think he was missing a sock. I have worked on this, worked on it a little bit this morning, so, and this is where I am at. And I don't have what I'm stitching this on. But there I'm at. I did her like all in one day. That was crazy. Her little apron thing, oh, Lila killed me with the apron thing, but I did it, and it's all correct. Oh, that was a beast, the apron. You have to find, you know, a pattern and just go with it. So the only change I've done so far is in the potted plant. I've added some Krynic into it to make it sparkly. I love the gate. The guy and the girl, they kind of have like resting bitch face going on. My first ever 2 lambs. I'm no longer a stitching lamb virgin. Maybe I should add nipples to them, udders. I don't know. I'm a city girl. I don't know the terminology. I should add something. The flowers in like the little pot. I love this though. So I'm gonna leave the bottom section for the end, and so you can see now I'm working towards going to that house. So the house I'll do last. I'm gonna work on filling in the rest of the grass, and we got the swan here and the lake, and these trees. I'll have the house, but I love how this is coming up. I'm using all the called for colors. It's just amazing. So I will definitely be able to bust this out by the end of the year for sure. And then I love how it's just framed in like a blue frame. Excuse me. Don't live in California. What's with all the shaking and the rattling? So love how that's framed up in just the blue frame. So yes. Probably work on that for the rest of the day after I get done with this video. Some great mail this week. Let's see here. From Miss Cindy. She sent me this super cute Paris card. Lovely note. Thank you. And she wanted to pass this chart on because she enjoyed it so much. She hopes that I do as well. Yes, Spell of the Moon, Blackbird Designs. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you so much, Cindy. I love it. I will definitely be stitching this up easily before Halloween, because Halloween 365 people all the time. Then, just like last year, which was my first year entering pieces into the state fair, I had gotten a check for a big old $5, and then within the same week I got a letter from the Desert Threaders chapter, which is my EGA, and so when I got my check a few weeks ago, I knew that this letter would be coming around. So this is in response to my Devil's Runs piece. And so it says, congratulations on winning a blue ribbon for your project. We know that you had great enjoyment working on your project, and we at Desert Threaders want to encourage your future endeavors. Please find enclosed a $10 gift certificate from Family Arts Needle Workshop. Last year I got $5, so they sent me a $10. I've never been there. I checked on their website, and their website shows that they're more needlepoint than cross stitch, but maybe their cross stitch section just isn't as big. So I definitely want to go and check out this Family Arts Needle Workshop. I'm thinking next week I'll have you guys come with me. I'll go in and see if it's okay for me to record. It goes on to say, we also congratulate you on being chosen Best of Show in the Needlework category. When looking at the winners of the 10 categories, we realized the stitching was excellent on every piece. We needed something that drew our eye to one piece, and that was the way you presented your project. For this wonderful work, we are also enclosing a $25 gift certificate from Family Arts Needle Workshop. We look forward to see more of your entries from you in the future. And it's signed the president of the EGA in my chapter. So, not bad. $35 gift certificate. And then I got my $5 from last year. There's no expiration date on it, so I don't see why they'd be like, you can't use it. So, yeah, I thought that was super, super cool. You know, it's always good to have your work, you know, valued and appreciated by people that are in the hobby. Big ass projects. Not going to get any of those done by the end of the year. Yeah, probably if I solely worked on them. So in another live video last week, the birds are out. It's gorgeous here. I pulled out 2 that I want to start on. So this is Motif Sampler by M.A. Beams. Not sure if I will stitch the kind of leafy border all the way around. And then I want to take this and frame it up on the box that I got at the hospice store a couple weeks ago. So I need to kind of just do some math and figure out what would work, and then get it on this box. I'm going to keep the inside how it is. I'll probably just take a vacuum after it and kind of get the little bits and pieces out of it, but I definitely want to use it. It's super cute. And I think putting this on it would be pretty cool. Good intentions. I have very little good intentions. So hopefully I'll get credit for stitching this up. And then this will be shadow box with the collection of spools that I found at the thrift store as well. So I love that. See, now it's like when you pull stuff out like this and you're like, oh, I'm going to stitch on this for the rest of the week, the rest of the day, like the anniversary. And now I'm like, no, I want to do this. Not enough hours, people. So I'll have one of these started by my next video. Maybe I'll have one finished. Who knows? You guys know how I work. Now, thrift store stuff that is stitching related. Okay, well, this isn't thrift store. Went to Hobby Lobby. That was a live Instagram. Their fall stuff was $80, and I jacked the last box that they had of this. So I picked that up. I had help picking these out during my thrifting live video on Instagram after I was done modeling clothes in the dressing room, we went and looked at all the knickknacks. Pottery Barn frame, picked that up for $1. I think that would be cool with, made in Thailand. I should show Joe. Maybe just like one solid colored stitch. Would that look? Look at that. Done. Look, Cindy, I already framed it. I already stitched it up. It almost has like a kind of a purplish color to it, this wood grain. But I really like how that was. So pick that up for $1. This is Michelle's kind of how she uses the iron with the tile, the hot pan. You're yelling at me, Michelle, what it's called. She pops out the tiles on the metal pieces she finds. They're kind of like hot plates, I guess. And then frames. So this is just a tray. But I love this wood carving on it. I could pop out the tiles easy enough. And then frame and insert it into here. It'd be quick enough and easy enough to put hanging on it. And I think once it's framed or once hanging up on a wall, I don't think it screams, hey, you got a tray up on your wall that you frame something in. So I love this. I love the wood carving. But since it's been in my room all week, I've kind of looked at it like, okay, no, it's just a really kick-ass tray. See, that's the thing. You see stuff and you want to use it for what it is, but then it's like, no, you could take it apart and reuse it for this. Now I have some major fabric dyeing to do. So let me know if you need any. 3 black Ritz liquid for $6. Pick them up. And then a navy blue, a dark green, a petal pink, and yellow. The pink and the yellow are the powders. And these for $7. So I've got to get my fabric dyeing. Maybe I'll do that on Thursday too. Thrifting videos and fabric dyeing on Thursday. Just do it all. I think that is it. What do I have planned for the rest of the week? Stitch. Maybe on the anniversary. No, I'll probably get something up. You gotta give yourself a reward. And I should get a reward for FFOing 2 pieces. Yes. So yeah, Thursday I'll be by myself. That's okay. I don't want the sympathy. It's all good. I'm good with like a bowl of cereal, Raisin Bran, Thanksgiving dinner, done. No dishes, no family bullshit, none of that craziness. Or I'll just go and buy like a package of like Hawaiian rolls and just eat those because, you know, they're Hawaiian rolls. What else? I was just thinking there was maybe something else. Do you guys know what this weekend is? Do you know what's on Sunday? All day. For 24 hours. It's my birthday. I need to look up when I was born. I think I was morning. But watch, I was probably like night. I need to know. I need to figure that out. So, my parents are taking the boys Saturday, and we have dinner reservations in downtown Phoenix at a restaurant called Mora Italia. The owner is Scott Conant, who is one of the judges on Chopped, and I've been there. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. Super authentic Italian, which I love. So called and made reservations for that place on Saturday, and then we'll be going to the casino, which sounds weird, but it's a very modern, up-to-date casino. They have a great club up on like the 20th floor, something crazy. And so it definitely pulls a wide variety of people in. You know, you have the older people for the casino anyway, but it does a great job of pulling in the younger crowd as well. So I love that. Always great people watching. So we have a good group of people joining us after dinner at the casino. Friday, probably go get some pampering done. Manicure, pedicure. Because my feet gotta look good. Because right now, I think I'm gonna wear my mermaid heels. I got to. It's my birthday. And I was thinking about my teal blue dress that's all sequins. But I think that it's too much with my mermaid shoes. I'll have to try it on and see. Maybe it works or it just looks ridiculous. But if not, then I just need a simple dress. Because those shoes are, blinding. So yeah, all kinds of stuff planned this week and this weekend. And then, yeah, Sunday's my actual birthday on the 26th. So I think it's just going to be recoup. Still on the struggle bus from Saturday night. So I'll probably do a live video. Right now I'm thinking I'll do a live video as I'm getting ready for Saturday. I'll bring you guys with me to the casino so you guys can see. Because I would love if we all lived so close and we could all get together for everybody's birthday and celebrate it. So there's so many people out there that I wished lived so close. And we could just all celebrate one big happy group. And then Sunday, I will be back for my giveaway. So you'll be able to see me in all my struggle bus hungover glory. Who knows? I don't know if glory should really be in that sentence. But I'll be back on Sunday for a video of the giveaway, and I'll have my boys pick the numbers as usual. Thank you guys so much for always watching, for subscribing, for commenting. The comments, just like what other Flosstubers say, they are everything. I love getting the comments and having conversations back and forth. There's definitely nothing better. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I am definitely thankful for all of my viewers and subscribers, everyone that comments on videos or all my pictures on Facebook groups. I love it so much. So thank you guys. And I will be back with you guys in a few days. Bye.